Don't mind what sounds like gunshots going off outside, if you can hear that. It's 4th of July in the United States of America. Uh, awesome day. Awesome what we celebrate. We'll hope that those people aren't blowing their fingers off out there. I've always said my philosophy was if fireworks aren't capable of blowing off your fingers, they're not good fireworks. We'll wish the best to them. How to build a trap from modern parts that's acceptable for your fur trade impression and a good usable trap. There are blacksmiths, tradesmen in the hobby that make beautiful, perfectly historically correct beaver traps, just like what is carried in the day by Rocky Mountain trappers. Well, they're very expensive. I was working at trying to find a way that I could make a reasonably believable trap from existing things. I went to a fur trading catalog and I looked through it and I was looking at parts and traps, and by golly, I think I figured out how to get parts to make a believable trap. That's what I'm going to show you. This is parts from two different traps from different trap companies. What I was most looking for was a way to adequately represent the bolt, what I call the bolt bottom trap, to have the square nuts on the bottom and the solid bottom plate. This is an accurate period design. Got to have a look at that. See those bolts on the bottom? That was a feature I was looking for. Well, I'm looking through the trap catalog, and there's a trap company in there called Sleepy Creek. And look at that. They sell a trap with the solid bottom plate with the square nut. I may have replaced these nuts. I think they come with the square nuts. The hinge posts, just like on the original designs. Now, the trap came with this really bizarre trigger system. So I had to do a little work in here. So the jaws and the base of the trap are a Sleepy Creek trap with a little modification. The Sleepy Creek comes with real short, stiff springs. The springs only come up to about here. Well, we know the Rocky Mountain beaver traps, they had big old long springs on them. That had to do with the hand forging of the springs. If they get too short, then there's too much pressure on them and they'd snap. And even at that, there were orders of traps delivered to the Rocky Mountains that had high failure rates of the springs. Trap springs are very difficult to make good, durable trap springs. Well, anyway, I keep looking through my catalog, and there's a trap that a lot of us are familiar with called the Bridger number 5. Well, the Bridger didn't have the bolt bottom on it that I was looking for. So I just got the springs for the Bridger number 5. I just ordered the springs. The Sleepy Creek came as a whole trap, and I ended up trading off the springs. It became knife blades. Friends, with forges make cool stuff out of trap springs. So I put these components together. The Sleepy Creek pan I didn't like. This is a Bridger number 5 round pan that I actually welded to the pivot here, so it's welded on. I got my tongue here. Trap weighs about 6 pounds, which approximates the weight of Rocky Mountain beaver traps. The trapper would carry a half a dozen of these rascals, big heavy things. So I only made 3 of them, but I have a set of 3 of these that I put in my camp kit. Also have a rule: if I go on any kind of adventure, cross country on the mules or fur trade encampment, camp doesn't count if you don't have a beaver trap with you. If you're a beaver trapper, you got a beaver trapper with you. Now, I still had a problem with my period correct beaver trap. And now it's a chain. Where am I going to find proper heavy chain for my heavy beaver trap? From a driving harness supply. This is driving harness trace chain. Was a great source. So I just bought some trace chains. You could also find trace chains in old harness hanging in old barns, and get yourself some good heavyweight chain for your trap. You know, the trick with the beaver trap is it's the weight of the trap that kills the beaver. He steps in it and he goes for deep water, and wow, this thing is so heavy it finally wears him out. And he does the water nap. So that's how I built my set of 3 beaver traps. So it's possible, without having to spend a lot of money with your local blacksmith, to get yourself a believable beaver trap. Believable in all your gear is really important if you're displaying to the public, if you are working in an interpretive position or scenario, even if you go to a rendezvous, modern day rendezvous, you need to try to get your stuff right. It doesn't mean that you're right all the time, but at least an effort towards it. I'm William Bailey with Bill's Historical West. If you like the content, I kind of do some show and tell, cool stuff, things I've learned. If you find it valuable, hang with me. And for now, watch your back trail.